10-minute drill.
This is a big one.
Is brought to you by All Pro Roofing. AllProRoofingLLC.com on 1010XL.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Hit it.
Sports concepts and rationalizations coming your way. We do it each and every day. We call it the 10-minute drill. And after we exchange these concepts and rationalizations, people hand out a prize. Beef, what are we handing out today?
Well, they're going to sing a song with the piano dance.
Sing us the song. You're the Jaguar man.
One lucky Googan at the end of the 10-minute drill will get a pair of tickets to go check out the Lords of 52nd Street, Legends of the Billy Joel Band, coming up front on March 25th at the Florida Theater.
Because we're all in the mood for a victory. But we've got the draft feeling right.
Draft talk.
La-di-da-da-di-da.
Why? Does it matter if you're
Darn right it does.
peaking heading into the playoffs? How much does a hot streak matter?
I say no.
If you're going to the NFL.
I just did a whole downtime on the fact that you get in and you see what happens.
In Jaguars history, it's worked that way.
Yeah.
The two runs we made, we were playing our best football at the time.
Not really.
Well,
2017 we weren't. We lost the last two
96
games.
and 99, I guess.
2017 we got whacked by San Fran and Tennessee there.
Yeah, but we also got hot there in that month where Bortles played great football and won those
Mm-hmm.
home games against the Chargers and Seahawks. And
we didn't really look like world beaters against Buffalo.
No, that's
and
true.
then we exploded it for 45 inexplicably against Pittsburgh. I wonder what the over-under was in that particular game. It could have been very high, and it ended up with 87 points in that game. Crazy. So I think it's just, and again, we've seen that, Coughlin's Giants come in as the 6th seed and win 2 of them.
Works both ways. History, anecdotally, I can tell you the Colt teams entering the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
The Baltimore Ravens that we just talked about lost 4 of their final 5 games. They went from 9-2 to 10-6.
Yes, and then they won, and then Flacco got 4-0.
Playoffs, red hot, 4 straight victories to win the Super Bowl. 2009, the Saints. If you remember, they started 13-0. The last of those 2 victories, though, were 3-point wins over mediocre teams, Washington and Atlanta. Then they lost their last 3 games, including Week 16 against the 2-12 Bucks. Then they went on to beat the Colts in the Super Bowl. 2008 Arizona Cardinals lost 4 of their final 6, including 48-20, 35-14, and 47-7, and went on to make the playoffs.
What about the Colts team that came here? We ran for 300-plus yards on them and whacked them.
They were ice cold in one area, stopping the run, which they say is the Achilles heel for
Was that the?
They got better though.
Well, I think if I'm not mistaken, was that Bob Sanders' team?
I think so.
He's a tough little dude, man, and he was always but he played so physical, he would always get hurt. He might have been. I don't know if he played that game or not. I can't remember, but I know that he was a key part of that team as far as turning that defense around.
Now here's the other way.
You watched that game on that Sunday in December, and you're like, that team ain't winning the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, I mean they literally ran.
It was like 44-17, wasn't it?
360-something yards.
Yeah.
Probably still the franchise high.
Yeah, Fred had over Mojo had over
Mojo and Fred both had. They had long
Stacey
runs.
Mack had 100.
They're just
LeBrandon Tofield had 100.
None of the last 2.
They all had 100 that day.
On the other hand, sometimes the hottest teams in the league don't want
Dario Gumbuwale had 100.
None of those guys did. Oh. The first 2 did, Fred and Mojo.
Okay.
The 2010 Patriots finished the year with 8 straight wins.
Yeah.
And a lot of blowouts. Then they lost to the Jets in the divisional round.
Yeah.
2009 Chargers started 2-3, won 11 straight. Blowouts at the end of the year. And then they lost to the Jets in the divisional round. 93 Oilers, going way back. Started 1-4, won 11 straight, and then lost to the Chiefs in the divisional round. So take it one way or the other. I'm sure you'd want your team playing good, but it's not a prerequisite.
Let me ask you a question as far as the greatness of the GOAT.
Uh-huh.
Has he played twice as many playoff games as any other quarterback in the history of the game?
Well, that would make a lot of sense.
Right?
If you asked me that,
you
if
think there's anyone
if this
who's
was true
played,
or false, if it was Get Smart
you'd
John
say
Day,
true?
I'd say true, yeah. Who would be close? Peyton
wasn't he like 13-13?
How many has
how many has Brady played?
I don't know.
Beef. How many playoff games has Tom Brady played? It's got to be in the 40s. I mean, he's got 10 Super Bowls.
Yeah, well,
to get to the Super Bowls, it's at least 3.
That's 30, yeah.
Yeah.
At least, and for him, it's probably 30.
Yeah,
Probably
plus the years
more
he
than
got
30.
knocked. It's got to be.
Last year he won 4, so
high
that's
40s,
31.
mid 40s. It's got to be.
Appearances?
Yeah.
I'd say,
That's
high 30. He's been in the league how many years?
No,
20?
it's got to be mid 40s.
Yeah.
He just rattled off 30 off the top. 10
31.
Super Bowls. He's been playing 20 years.
Well,
he went to the playoffs every year.
Yeah, and they lost first game a few times.
Mhm.
Well, if you went the other 10, you got, at most 2 games in those years. It'd be 20, 50. It's going to be right at 50.
But it's got to be somebody current who played a lot. It's got to be
45 games.
45. How many's Peyton? He's probably 26. So probably not twice.
I think it was 14 and 13.
Okay, so that would be 27. So that would be less. That would still not.
27 games.
Yeah, that's more than
do
half.
you have the
more than half?
quarterback leaders? Is he
No, I'm
second?
just pulling up each player's
Yeah.
page.
Let me see. Okay. Yeah, Peyton's got to be second.
Let's see. Quarterback playoff records.
Yeah.
Um,
Tom Brady, winning percentage in the playoffs, 756 with 45 games.
Brady
Brady's-
number 1.
Montana's number. Well, yeah. No.
No,
Peyton.
that's an old list.
Peyton's got to be 2.
I'm
27.
looking at wins, not total games.
Yeah, Peyton's got 27.
Yeah.
Montana's got 23.
Yeah.
Brett Favre has 24.
Roethlisberger has 22.
Yeah, it's
Aaron
Peyton.
Rodgers has 20.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
still,
as far as
that's-
QBs go, yeah.
There's only one quarterback who's played more than half of what Brady's played in the postseason, and that's Peyton.
Well, Montana just until the next one.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
played
that's right.
23.
Until Brady plays his next
Yeah.
game. Correct.
And by the way,
Oh, and Brett Favre, too, 24.
and by the way, along with that, there's
Yeah.
also the winning percentage,
Oh, it's incredible.
and that's Tom Brady at 756. Johnny Unitas 750. Theismann 750. But those guys are 6-2. Bradshaw 14-5, 737.
How about this one for Tom Brady? Away playoff games, right? Which is just a flip of the coin. If you're 50-50, that's pretty doggone good, right? 11-4.
Whew, man. Well, he had 3 last year.
11-4.
You forget that. Remember, they had to go on the road 3 times in a row to win the
Yeah.
Super Bowl, ironically, at home.
23-7 in home games. Golly.
I was watching a little bit of this sporting event yesterday afternoon.
Oh, one more thing about Joe Flacco, because we talked about him. 2-0 at home, 8-5 on the road. All road games.
And, well, like you said, he won at Pittsburgh. He won
Yeah.
at New England.
Yeah. I mean, maybe he is like
I said, I would argue for him.
maybe he is
Yeah.
a Hall of Famer.
There's some good. There's some analytics there.
Yeah.
Playoff record, road
We'll see who
record,
he beat, too.
overall win percentage.
Yeah.
I think there's a bigger argument there than people would think.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm watching a certain sporting event yesterday afternoon into the evening, and it loses its impact here. But I can only imagine if I were sitting in Minneapolis or Boston or Des Moines, Iowa, and I love golf, and for 8 months a year I'm just shut down here, and you click it on
Hawaii.
Kapalua, and that setting.
It's beautiful.
It's just when they made HD TV, they were thinking, there's that golf tournament in Hawaii.
Oh, man.
I mean,
It's worth 5 minutes just to watch the scenery,
Just to
even
watch
if you don't
it.
like golf.
there's one other,
Yeah.
Pebble Beach can do that as well when
Yeah.
that comes up. Just some unbelievable.
Yeah.
There's some really intriguing golf stories. When do we start Brunch with the Tour back up? Do we know? Have we worked on that yet?
Yes,
or
we have.
do we know when it is or no? Not yet.
Yeah, I think we're shooting for Feb 8.
Okay,
2/8.
so that's coming up. That'll be
Is
in
that
about
Torrey
a month.
Pines?
Phoenix.
In the meantime, though, there's some changes in golf. I see ESPN has taken over like the broadcast arm, like the featured holes and the bonus. I don't know if the PGA Tour still has that.
Wait, are you saying ESPN had the golf on last night?
Yeah, and it has all the streaming and the.
Oh. I thought golf was on
ESPN
Golf
Plus.
Channel last night. Oh.
No, the Golf Channel. I'm talking about the sidebar, like featured groups
Oh, I
and
see what you're
coverage
saying.
that begins
Okay.
beforehand. I'm sure ESPN will have some. Gosh, I didn't even notice what the golf was on, to be honest.
It was on Golf Channel.
Yeah.
Was Cameron Smith leading? The leader?
That's
after
what
round
I
one?
was about to say. There's so many intriguing storylines, so many guys that. I mean, we've talked about this to a degree with the NBA. I just don't know if overall the top end talent's ever been as good as it is in the NBA the last few years. And golf is the same. Is it just going to be every year? I mean, it's just every year. It's just going to be better than it was the year before. It seems like the list of guys that you feel like are major championship quality
He's growing.
goes from 2 to 5 to 8 to 10. Like if I tell you, if I ask you, now listen, Tiger outside of his prime dominating everyone affects answers too. But if I ask you, do you think Cam Smith will win a major?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
I think Victor
He's only won 3. I happened to be watching last night, and 2 of his 3 wins were the team competitions.
Do you
So
think
he's got some work to do, but yeah, I think he will. He's
You
a great putter, right? Isn't he
Yeah.
a great putter?
Yeah.
What's he known for? Putting or no?
I
you
don't
not
know
say
if
that?
he's necessarily known for putting.
All right.
But he has lights out putting days for sure, and he had one yesterday. He leads after the first round. But on back to the question. You think Victor Hovland's going to win a major?
Yes.
Yeah, of course you do.
Yes.
Now, before last year, I would have asked you, do you think Colin Morikawa is going to win a major? Do you think Bryson DeChambeau is going to win a major? Do you think John Rahm's going to win a major? They've all done that in the last 5 or 6 majors. And I don't feel like either one of them has suddenly gone. Now, look, there's the Jordan Spieth factor, and guys that look like they're positioned to be dominant for years to come fade back to the pack a little bit, and I think that happened.
I meant to save this, and I hate to turn it to Tiger, but I meant to save this, and I didn't. But I have some of these that I want to mention. But when Tiger came back and played with Charlie, one of the golf guys on Twitter did a list of like statistically his golf achievements versus everybody else.
Okay.
And it is just blows your mind, Frost. Like, for example, it'll be like Tiger Woods or no golfer's ever won, the same tournament 6 years in a row. Tiger Woods has done it at 3 different venues.
Right, that kind of
things
stuff,
like
sure.
that. So I was looking at a couple other ones, like 11-1 career record in playoffs. Oh, he was like, after 54 holes, he's like, his record, or number 1 spot in the official World Golf Rankings for more than 5 years on 2 separate occasions. 683 weeks is number 1. Greg Norman second at 331.
And by the way, for folks who might ask or wonder, there were no World Golf Rankings when Nicklaus played. That's a newer.
Yes, fair. 1996 Pac-10 championship by 14 strokes. Opening round 61, had lunch, went back and shot a 65. Won 11.
It was a big lunch.
Won 11 of his 26 collegiate tournaments that he entered at Stanford. Rallied from 7 strokes down with 9 holes to play to win the 2000 AT&T Pebble Beach. Won the 06 British Open despite not hitting his driver on a single hole over the last 3 rounds. 6 consecutive USGA titles, the last 3 of them U.S. amateurs. That may be one. Prost, tell people how hard it is to win one of those tournaments.
Oh, gosh.
Right? And he did it 6 years in a row. I mean, it's just the things that he's done are.
He won the big boy amateur 4 years in a row.
Yeah.
That's just crazy.
Well, 3, I think.
3.
Wasn't it?
3 of the big boy?
Yeah.
First
Last
one was
3
here.
were US. Yeah.
I tell you, he won one. I'm going to throw this one at you. Pumpkin Ridge. He won one at Pumpkin Ridge.
That was the kid, the Gator kid.
Yeah, and then
Scott.
the third, Steve Scott. And then the third one was, is it a famous course?
Oh, I don't know. I don't have him in front of me, but yeah. It's just
TPC Sawgrass,
now,
obviously.
Now,
was
with
one
that
of them.
said, I saw just like this little snippet yesterday of they were rerunning the Jack Nicklaus biography, if you will.
I don't like that because they did it with Madden last Sunday, and then
No, this is old. This has been out for a while,
Yeah.
but he won. It was like a PGA in '75, and he had like a 1-stroke lead, and he pushed his shot into the junk on the right, and Rossi was like, he's dead, he's got nothing, and just like Tiger, he took a 9-iron, hoisted it over a tree onto the green, and then rolled in a 20-footer to save par. It was like, holy cow, this guy, just so Jack has the same types of accomplishments as Tiger.
Sure.
So when you want to debate those two,
I will say this.
stand
This
out.
is pretty amazing. In the era of overwhelming media where more tournaments, more accessibility to not just the video, but the knowledge.
Right.
Tiger Woods is a much bigger persona than Jack Nicklaus
For sure.
ever was. But he still hasn't been seated greatest golfer of all time.
No.
Tiger has not been
No.
given the GOAT title.
And let me tell you-
that tells you something about Jack Nicklaus, who again was not the cultural phenomenon that
No.
Tiger Woods is.
No. And Tiger won 14 of the first 26 WGC events.
Yeah.
Now, the WGC events were the top 50 in the world,
yeah,
right?
I hear you.
I mean, on the best courses, the best play. He just waxed them all.
Well, you know, he stopped doing this regularly 10, 15 years ago, so we've forgotten. But, yeah, it's worth a little tiptoe down memory lane.
It is, dude. It's
now and then. Somebody, I forget who the question was asked of. Maybe Andy North.
How about this one? Went almost 7 months without shooting a round over par.
This has turned, and he's also got the cut. Did you do the consecutive cuts one yet?
Oh, that was DiMaggio-like.
Oh, yeah, just 300 and something. I want to
Yeah.
say, maybe I'm overspeaking, but it's an incredible number, like way longer than anyone else. It'll never be matched, not even close. What is the consecutive cuts? Do you have it there?
I could get it for you. Because it was, remember the Byron Nelson? Was that the one he had?
It's like a stupid
142.
142.
Yeah. 7.5 years.
142 tournaments in a row, he made the cut. What's second best on the streak, or is it even listed?
Doesn't say.
I mean, that's just, well, this turned into the GOAT segment with Tom Brady and.
Sometimes you need that little reminder of how great these guys and the accomplishments that they have, and it's great to go down. I mean, it is phenomenal. It is phenomenal what the guy was, and he'll come back and he'll play a turn, and that's why you always say, you know, he should be added to my list, although not anymore. But I said last week, there's two things you don't bet against these days: Tom Brady and University of Alabama football. Well, Tiger Woods in his heyday would certainly have been a third entity. All right, let's do this. Let's go to break.
First, I want to say I thought your observations, your analysis, your intel was so spot on that you've won today's.
Wow. I don't know what he's doing here.
I'm not doing this.
Prize. There
I'm
you
not
go.
doing this. 7:43 in the morning. Stranger! Caller number 2, Beef 641-1010.
So
what are
we
they doing?
strictly play 80s Joel.
Oh,
Joel Duhop sucks. Call number 2 right now. 641-1010. Are we recycling bits from the Lunch Bunch? Is that what we're doing? Call number 2, 641-1010. Going to go with a pair of tickets to see the Lords of 52nd Street, Legends of the Billy Joel Band at the Florida Theater, March 25th. Call now.
Never felt the desire to let music set me on fire.